Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
And
without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. Messi. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Hernandez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Great ball, and he's in here. Mbappe! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. It's a quick one. Belletti. Hit into the middle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Van der Vaart. First quarter of an hour gone. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Rodrigo! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Same again, same outcome.
Inter really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi. He is through here. Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Here's a player who has defined a generation. Busquets powering forward here. Messi. Oh, what? Tries a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
India are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And they've got a throw. Bernardo Silva. Nicely aimed pass. Rodrigo. Oh, important interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe! Mbappe! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Maradona. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Added time.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Bellingham. And that's been won straight back. And he's intervened well there. Ronaldo might just make this. Beckham. Messi. Inter Milan still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Oh, that's fabulous. Danielson! He's scored! Inter are back in business. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Inter Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't...
Chance! It's a loose ball. In for the pieces. It's there! And they get themselves in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
India get themselves into the lead. That has been slung wide. Oh, what a ball he's in! And the finish! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Koundé. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And he was quick to react. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Maradona.
India surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And the pass is intercepted. Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's a key interception. Belletti. Messi has it out wide and in space. Adams with the clearance. Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Alexander-Arnold.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And it's Messi.
2 added minutes has
There's
been
a probing
indicated.
ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Beckham. Out to the left it goes. Mbappe is flagged offside. And there goes the final whistle. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, obviously they'll be disappointed with the loss, but, you know, they'll be back on the training ground working through their problems that will undoubtedly have been...
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. And already we're underway here. That has been cut short. Musiala. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert.
Big chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nielsen.
That was lovely, that.
Rudiger getting this one clear. Bellingham. And Zaire Emery. Zaire Emery is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
It's a little off target. He's through here. Rodrigo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Kane, and the counter is on. Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Still goalless. Nielsen, he has found the way through. Decent hit! Goal! Inter! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had...
It's Kane! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. And that is a little undercooked. Bellingham. Good read, needed to be. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That looks a cracking ball. Oh, what a ball! He's now the finish! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Rodrigo. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Beckham. Well read, nice interception. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Mbappe.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And we've reached half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Oh, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Inter Milan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
Currently being displayed on the screen.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Nielsen. Nice ball, and he's in. There's the shot! possession. This, a man full of it all.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those...
Kane! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Zaire Emery. Wits. Zaire Emery. Alexander-Arnold deals with that comfortably. Van Dijk. Can he spark a counter here? Rodri kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bellingham.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Denilson! And that is high.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Well, this is certainly one change that gets the juices flowing.
Well, just listen to the reception, Peter. I think that says everything.
Bellingham. And it's Kane. Out to the left it goes. Roberto Carlos made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Ronaldinho. Beckham. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass.
Inter couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Big chance! Waddle, can he put it away? They've got it! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Taking place.
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. He's found a way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Mbappe. Neymar. And it's Kane. That's a fabulous ball. He's got the shot away! Beckham. Beckham. And he skips past his man. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional.
Substitution in progress.
This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. He's having a good look here. Beckham! Oh, it's a beauty! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Inter Milan are having a ball here. Now it's Rodrigo. Can he finish? And he couldn't quite make it 6. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Hernandez can get it clear.
6 added minutes has been
And that's
indicated.
well seen too. Casemiro. Not the most accurate pass. Beckham. Now it's Mbappe. De Nielsen. And that will be the final act. Inter Milan looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Mbappe walking off with the spoils, richly deserved. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
That's really well manoeuvred. And he's managed to get free. Maradona showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Mbappe. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Has a goal! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen!
Bayer Leverkusen clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Bayer Leverkusen have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That is a great pick. There's the hit! They've done it! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Bayer Leverkusen are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Neymar, he's found a way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That has been cut short. No, again, there's no way through. Fiddles it through. That looks a good ball through. He is through here. Chance with a header. Oh, what a big quick. Oh, it's fallen loose again. It's in. And right on half-time. That is telling. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price.
There is the half-time whistle. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cristiano Ronaldo! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And the pass is intercepted. It's Maradona! And yes, it's there! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Substitution on the field, number 18, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So the lead now is 2.
Maradona.
Look, it's a whole
Number
different ball game now,
23,
Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Coming on the field, number
Olise
10,
was alert to the possibilities,
Number
but in the end it's
25,
fruitless.
Fernando Torres. Number
Torres!
15, Olise.
Oh, that is really good tenacity.
Substitution. The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Bayer Leverkusen with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's got space in the area. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. And he was quick to react. Well, it looked promising for... Has a shot! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they are pulling clear here. You just know there is no stopping that.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
Bayer Leverkusen blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, what a ball he's in here! Now it's Rodrigo. Costa Curta does well to stand firm and defend it. That's really well manoeuvred. That is good alertness. Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's Neymar. This might spell danger. Olise. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Sané. Sané will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Has a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. It's a quick ball upfield. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but football... Rummenigge! Goal! First blood drawn! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, good steal, he just read it. He's going to be disappointed with that. Beckham. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's a fine interception. Adams gets rid without sophistication. Beckham. And that's gone loose.
Inter are really in a position where...
Had a shot! It's a loose ball. It's anyone's ball now. Adams getting this one clear. Rodrigo. Beckham. And a header!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Rummenigge. And here's Sané. Costa Curta. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's through here. Can he get away here?
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Beckham. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Added time.
Pedri.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pedri. There's the hit! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again then.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just look a step too slow on everything.
Camavinga. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh no, this does not look good. He is through here. Big chance, must be. Has a look and has a go. And somehow it stayed out.
The
Costa
attendance
Curta.
for this match was 71,649.
Just about up to the hour now. The muscular approach does pay off here. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
He was under real pressure there. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Belletti. Pedri. Now the finish!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he finish? Sticks it away! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Inter really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Number 5.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Beckham really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Pedri, Rummenigge. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Figo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Looking for the runner, and he's intervened well there.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
He won't be happy with that one. Conte is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Some resolute defending there. And we're done. Oh, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Lampard. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Darwin.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
Rummenigge. Now it's Darwin. Aim forwards. Fiddles it through. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, this looks sharp. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Mbappe. Rummenigge. He's picked his way through. Nunez. Nunez! It's in!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Substitution for Inter, number 22.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick.
Substitution for Inter, number 23, Beckham. Coming on the field is number 21, Bernardo Silva.
Now it's Darwin. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's tried one! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe. He's had a hit! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't...
Tries a shot! And he hits the net! And again they hit the front!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Mbappe. Look at... There's the hit! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Baresi. Mateus. It's a good spell of possession, this.
There will be 3 minutes added
Hazard.
time.
Busquets. And he was quick to react. Inter Milan can... And we've reached half-time. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix. in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more.
Thank you for your cooperation.
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Inter really need to...
Real chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, important interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And a header! He will be livid with himself. Rummenigge, Nunez, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Rodrigo, Inter Milan,
Really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half.
Mateus wins the duel this time.
Was 80,607.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Azar. Played back in. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And it's Azar. In with the challenge. Inter Milan, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Darwin. No way through. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Nunez! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution for Inter. Number 20, Mbappe.
Final checks on the touchline.
Number
A change
17,
about to occur.
Nielsen. Number 21, Bernardo
Adams.
Silva. Coming on the
Van
field.
Dijk.
Number 13,
Inter Milan must do
Filippo
something here,
Inzaghi.
and very
Number
quickly.
6,
Yeah, they're really
Vinicius
playing in
Junior.
hope at this point, but
Number
hope is
7,
something you can
Neymar.
always cling to.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, well played. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that could set him on his way.
There will be 1 minute
Adams.
added time.
Oh, that's ambitious. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's Messi. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe. Short changes him with that pass. Mbappe! Alessandro Costa-Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Well, it's interesting because he's still become... There's the hit! Goal! Argentina!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Argentina have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Mbappe! Gabriel Jesus.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Big chance! It's in! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again!
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Argentina are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Guardiola. Forwards and with intent. Koundé cuts it out. Argentina applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi. Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Busquets. Mbappe. That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Beckenbauer. And we've reached half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
Quick reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
Substitution for Inter, number 9, Eduardo Camavinga.
Here we go again then.
To replace him is
Well, this half
8.
might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that would be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Rodrigo, he's found a Rodrigo! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Referee's given a throw. Bellingham. Now it's Haaland. Mohamed Salah gets flagged offside.
Cristiano Ronaldo really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot a goal!
The attendance for this match was 80,953.
That is really good tenacity. Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Climbs up big! Danger averted for now. Haaland! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's really put himself on the line here. Argentina have their second corner now. He rises! He can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. And that's another good win of the ball. Adams gets over and intercepts. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Fiddles it through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he cuts out the supply. Rodrigo. Oh, that's fabulous. Rodrigo ploughing through the middle. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That has been cut short.
Inter are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
And here's Haaland. Danielson. Rodrigo is fouled. Beckenbauer did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Two added minutes has been
Time
indicated.
added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, good ball. He's shifting through the gears here. And that will be the final act. Oh, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. How would you summarise what we've seen today then? So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Inter Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Gnabry.
Such good technique.
He's found a way through. That's a good ball out wide. Interesting ball. Can he get onto this? Fernando Torres.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Gnabry. That's a nicely measured pass. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Rodri. And it's Gnabry. He's through here. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rodrigo has been caught there, it's a foul. Alexander-Arnold is behind this one. He's gone direct. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Very nearly half an hour gone here. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Gnabry. Terrific header! He scores! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes...
And the finish! It's a goal! Well, how's that for a class finish? We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Now it's Rodrigo, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rodrigo! Nicely aimed pass. Irwin did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. And they've got rid. And now they could spring out of defence. So nearly the perfect ball. Gnabry. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Mbappe! He has done it! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much...
And That is going to be the final action of the first half.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of anybody who has found themselves a little lost today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.
There's the start of the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Foden. Foden showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Beckham. Gnabry providing an outlet on that flank. Foden! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Mbappe. Nielsen pulls it back, he rises! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
For this match was
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Beckham. That looks a cracking ball. Guardiola.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Passing nice and neat. Nielsen. White gets good distance on it. And they're back on the ball again. Now DiMarco. Now it's Gnabry. Well, played right into his path.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Nielsen. Oh, that's fabulous. And here's Ribéry. Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Madrid can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
White kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Goes in for the header! He will be livid with himself.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Mbappe! Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nielsen! And he's quick to get it clear again. Passes short and sharp. Nielsen. That has been knocked clear. Beckham. Oh, that's well spotted. Nielsen gets into some space.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And there goes the final whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. The action has already started. Mbappe. Is there any support? He might not need it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. He's got away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Sané, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's in on goal. He's beat Vinicius Junior. Goal, Inter!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Bayern Munich finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Adams cuts out the pass. Can he get it through? And the shot! He scores! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Bayern Munich grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Hakimi calmly anticipates. Guardiola kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that is a little undercooked. And he's managed to get free. Oh, what a ball! Shot a goal! Goal! Inter! And they're back in front!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Inter Milan take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the...
He's had a hit! It's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
There's the hit! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Bastoni. And that's put paid to a promising move. And the pass is intercepted. Nice ball, and he's in here. Now the finish! He's delivered all right! And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's half-time here. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. So what a half. So many talking points, so many goals, so much drama. It's 3-2. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Guardiola promptly onto that, and that is that.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Ribery. Oh, he's found support out wide. Rodrigo has it out wide and in space. That's really well cleared. Bayern Munich applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work.
Big chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Sané actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
It's a mighty effort! And it's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
That pass has been well intercepted.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Picked out brilliantly. And he's quick to get it clear again. Hernandez. And here's the chance to counter. Gets his pass away. Camavinga.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Danger averted for now. Bayern Munich are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Ribery. Oh, what a ball, he's in here! Vinicius Junior! A Adams tries to clear. Ribéry hits one!
Belletti.
Gets it away. Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. Deftly away.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Haaland gets flagged offside. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 11, Ribéry. Number 20, Mbappe. Coming on the field, number 7, Neymar. Number 13.
Looking for options for movement. And the referee brings it to a close. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rummenigge. And he's running through. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Looks for the finish. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Ah, such a clever touch. Tries a shot. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal, Milan!
Oh, goalkeeper. Truth in it.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, I'm certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
And the shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He almost benefited from some real generosity. No wonder the keeper's going nuts.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared without hesitation. And he's had a hit! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Schneider. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That pass has been well intercepted. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kamavinga. Oh, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Adams. He has found the way through. Rummenigge. He's had a shot! Alexander-Arnold with the clearance. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Rummenigge. Alexander-Arnold.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Rummenigge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Foot in.
There will
that's
be
nice.
1 minute added time.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Busquets. And there is the half-time whistle. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Can he get it through?
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
Rodrigo. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, this looks sharp.
953.
Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught. He's had a hit! It's a goal! They have come roaring back.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Busquets. Well, what about it? Inter Milan have dragged it back at the last. Well, that looks a decent ball. Vinicius Junior.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's played forward. That is a great pick out. They're urging him to shoot.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that's a key interception. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Milan showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Ribery. Denilson.
Hernandez really added the width there.
And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Caicedo. And there goes the final whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion. It adds to a massive sense of occasion.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
That is good alertness. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this guy, Ruben Dias, has been a revelation. I'd say his two strengths are the aggression with which he
climbs up big! Harmlessly behind.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Might be danger here. Decent hit! Rafinha. Played back in. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Saka.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, that's cause for mild irritation.
Saka, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Denilson. That has been cut short. Saka providing an outlet on that flank. Ah, he's given it away. Alexander-Arnold. Can he latch on to this? Rafinha. Oh, smashing header! It's there! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort, simply fantastic.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now...
Big header! It's a goal! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Bellingham. That's a good run down the left. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is a little undercooked. And we hit half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
Here we go again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Now it's Rafinha. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Real chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well read, nice interception. Fernandez.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter.
Denilson! They've done it!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Saka. He's looking to set free a runner. Rodrigo in acres of space out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best.